The question that we've been asked is, let's say a couple have come to you for purchase of a house or something where they are a joint retainer. How do you express that in uLaw? To do that, let's first create the new two contacts. The first one, let's say new contact, client, and I'm going to assume the first person's name is Jimmy Fallon, and he's at 81 King Street, Ottawa, Ontario, and he is postal code is just assume a funny postal code, and you want to save. Now let's say Jimmy's wife is Jules Fallon. So then what you want to do is you want to say new contact. She's also a client. You say Jules Fallon, and you give her address, and it just happens to be the same. So you can say King Street, Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and hit the save button. Now you've created the two. You got to decide whether which of the Fallon is actually the primary in the matter. So let me choose them. Let me assume that Jimmy is the primary and Jules is the secondary. So then what you do is you create the matter on Jimmy, and let's say it is purchase of an house, and obviously we're going to make it a real estate matter, and hit the save button. Now once you've hit the save button, now all that's happened is this matter has been assigned to Jimmy, but we need to add Jules to this. So you can add a party, search for her, you can say Jules Fallon. Now what you can do is you can make her a joint retainer, right? Or you can also make her like a spouse. It's the same thing, like when you make it as a joint retainer or a spouse. So let's make it a joint retainer first. Hit the save button. And when you do that, any document you create for this matter will have both of them addressed. For example, let's say for initial client meeting, you're charging them, $500, and hit the save button. Now let me quickly do a preview of an invoice. And you will now see that in the invoice, both Jules and Jimmy have been addressed together. It says Jimmy Fallon and Jules Fallon, and and it says whatever it has to say. Again, to summarize, all I did was I created the two contacts together, and all I did was I associated them in the matter. So made one of them primary and the second one as an additional party, and we combined them into a single